So it didn't detect it there. Hello everyone, this is just a dad. Today's video we're going to test the Dyson Spot+Scrub AI advertising versus reality. So these robot manufacturers like to show us all kinds of fancy advertisement. Oh, it picks soy sauce up, it picks up all kinds of dirt and debris. Well, I'm going to test it against their advertising. I did purchase this robot vacuum cleaner with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video. This is home of the honest review. So I've purchased over 200 robot vacuum cleaners with my own money and reviewed them to give you my honest opinion. If you want to find the robots that have already passed my testing, check out my website, justadadapproved.com. If you purchase a product from my website or this video, I am an Amazon affiliate. If you click on the link, the product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. Like the Mova P10 Pro right there, absolutely love it. Mova V50, you can find those. Those are my top picks on my website, justadadapproved.com. Now there's four main things I'm going to be testing: obstacle avoidance, crumbs, soy sauce, and the hot water mop washing. Okay, it's time for advertising versus reality, the Dyson Spot+Scrub large particles. Sounds like some Cheerios might be stuck. Now it doesn't claim corner cleaning capabilities, but I am going to test it. Not too bad. This is vacuuming only. Now it does have a green light on the front that is hopefully going to identify this as dry particles. Okay, so it has identified the dry particles and went into a boosted suction. And it slowed down the side brushes. Now it's going back to normal. Now, if it was vacuuming and mopping, it would have turned the mop off when it identified the dry particles. Another dry particle boost. It's doing an excellent job of vacuuming. Another particle boost. All right, it's all done. Excellent job of cleaning. A little bit, it doesn't claim to do corners, so I'm not going to hold it against it, but that is a pass. All right, let's check the auto empty system. This is a bagless design.
Emptying robot's bin. Robot's bin empty.
All right, let's check it just to make sure.
Robot's bin removed.
Wow, did an excellent job of auto emptying. Excellent job.
Robot.
That's an excellent job of vacuuming. I know there's been some criticism on this robot. I'm not done with my real world testing yet, but that was a pass and that did excellent. Other than the corner. It doesn't claim to do corners, so but I have to grade it on what they're saying it can do, and that's a pass. An 100%. It's time for advertising versus reality with the Dyson Spot+Scrub. We got some soy sauce here. We're going to see if the detection on the front is going to notice that that is a liquid. We got some dried on soy sauce right here. So it's going to do the perimeter of the room first. Wow, did a good job of mopping. You can extend the mop roller right up against the wall. Takes it a while to re-extend it. All right, there's a soy sauce. We're hoping for that sense, that green light on the front and the sensor on the front to detect that that's a liquid and go into a mopping only event. So it didn't detect it there. Looks like the floor is pretty clean. I am going to test it with the white glove. All right, so it's all done. This is where the room divide is. That's why it didn't get that. Okay, there's where the soy sauce was. Yep, that's really good. The mud. Yep, it did pretty good. And the dried on over here. Not too bad, actually. Okay, it's emptying the dustbin. Okay, so now it's going to wash that mop roller with hot water. Now we did get, right there, it looks like a stain. There's the part of the advertisement that I thought it would do. It says it can detect soy sauce and do 4 passes. And then it would go back. I have seen it do that on other stuff, but it just didn't do it on this one. Now, I am going to give this a pass. I have, in my other testing, it did spot the liquid stain and go back and forth over it. With that mop roller, it actually does a very good job of mopping, so may give it a fail though. Nope, I got to give it a fail. It did not do it during my testing. It should have done the muddy paw prints. It should have saw that, and it should have seen the soy sauce. Okay, the Dyson. We're going to check hot water mop washing. A little hard to see if the mop roller is hot. It does look hot. Oh, the water's hot. Duh. Wow. Okay. Wow. It says that water is 100 degrees. I'm sorry, 100 degrees water. So the water tank you can clearly see is hot. Now let's switch over to here. All right, let's see if this helps. Oh, there's a max and a minimum. I see. The max is 100. The maximum keeps going to the water tank. That's a good sign. Wow. But you can see the floor dries off so quick, or cools down so quick. Interesting. I'm definitely going to give it a pass for hot water mop washing. That tank is hot. That's hilarious. This is the obstacle avoidance test with the Dyson. It's doing an actually pretty good job. As you can see, it's avoiding that cable. It's avoiding the sock now. It did touch the cable there just a little bit. I wish it would stay just a little bit farther away from it. The kid's toy did a good job. There's the fake hoop. It's doing a good job of staying away from it. Again, touched the cable. Overall, really good. Okay, Dreamy X60 Ultra is doing an okay job. It's identifying quite a few of the obstacles. Now, it did not recognize that pet waste. It did recognize the cable, and it is able to take a picture. There, it took a picture. Okay, so it is going to get a 75% pass from me. The soy sauce, I did get a fail, but the other day when I was testing it, it passed. So, but during this video, it did not identify the soy sauce and go back and forth. Obstacle avoidance is very good. Crumbs did a good job. Hot water is probably one of the best hot water mopping robots I've seen. So again, check, this will be on my website, justadadapproved.com. I just finished up advertising versus reality on all these robots, the Saros 20, the X60, the Dyson, and the Shark. Now it's time for all these to go to my home and I have to live with them. This Dyson robot, I have really enjoyed it. There's a few shortcomings, but overall, it's been a real pleasure. I've had to put a few no-go zones here at the studio. Nothing out of the ordinary. I've got it on a schedule. It's cleaning the studio every day. I've had to find it maybe once or twice. I'm excited for it to go to my home. Again, I wish the app would maybe a little bit better, but it's not bad by any means. I wish the map was a little bit bigger, controls were a little bit bigger, maybe a few more settings, but overall, I'm extremely pleased with it. It may tell a different story when I take it home. That's when you really find out about these robots, how good they are. You start living with them. So again, if you want to find the robots that have already passed my ad versus reality, I've lived with them for 3 months. I show you how to clean them. check out my website, justadadapproved.com. That's where you'll find the Mova P10 Pro, which is my #1 favorite. Same with the Mova V50. That robot vacuum cleaner just went on sale for $700, and I sent an email out. So on my website, sign up for my email. When a robot goes on sale that I absolutely love and it's at an amazing price, I send an email out, which I did 2 days ago. It's still on sale today. I bought another one. It's such a good price. So again, this is home of the honest review. I want to get you the best robot at the best price. This one so far so good. So again, justadadapproved.com.